Let's talk about sex. Part 4 out of 4. This is the last part. Well, when it comes to sex, here's what to keep in mind always. Tons of great advice in here coming up right now. Never sleep with someone on the first date. Just don't do it. Don't let someone pressure you into having sex either, male or female. Stand your ground and simply say, it'll be much better if we wait. Period. If he or she can't wait, then ask why not and say, it's better that we wait, but besides, I want to get to know you more. All right, sounds good. I'd like to learn about you too. Oh, whew. If he or she can't explain why the hurry, then what does that say? I mean, I'm sure everyone can hold their urges for a night, but let's see what their intentions truly are. While I would say show them the door, you never know. This person might actually be a good catch. They're just a little anxious to get closer to you. Yeah, I get it. But nothing wrong with that. Just keep things in your control. Teasing, flirting, kissing, and such can help burn off some of that sexual tension. And the tension before the major sex act comes along someday, not tonight. Don't ever mix sex on the first date or on the first few dates either. Keep your cool. Let your lips, and maybe a tongue or so, do most of the talking and not your bodies. Unless you're sitting or lying close together, that's okay, Kissing does not mean sex. Spooning does not mean sex. While getting naked isn't sex, it usually leads to sex and other acts women sometimes aren't typically fond of so soon. So, it's best to postpone that skin-on-skin party if you can. If you do get naked, don't put you-know-what inside you-know-where, guys, if you know what I mean. Patience. When the time is right, it'll be much better. In fact, guys, stay the course, be calm, be cool, keep to yourself a little bit, and let her grow comfortable with you to where she makes the first move. That's always best. Always. Don't mention it. Don't talk about it. When? When's it going to happen? Can we? No. Zip it. Never think sex is not important, because it is. It's what populates the human race, attracts us to one another, and helps us in so many other ways related to our overall state of physical and mental health and well-being. Sex is important, but it's important to have sex with the right person. And not too soon. Date those whom you are physically attracted to. I know, that makes sense. No-brainer. As you see them more, move closer to them to test their reaction without saying a single word or using your hands to touch too much. By one of you leaving opportunities for greater closeness, those touchy feelings can then go about with welcoming hands and arms wrapped all around each other. You may not have to wait too long for, what. You'll know soon enough, though, if or when the day comes that you two will be doing the fleshy tango in between the sheets. Being sexy is not the same as being easy, slutty, or sleazy. Being sexy is about sending signals of attraction with a look, your body, or something you're wearing that says, hey, do you see me? If you find me attractive, come closer. But not too close. Let's talk. You can look, but you can't touch. Well, maybe I'll let you touch a little, but only if you're a good boy. Never talk with your ex about sex when you're in a new relationship. Spare the details, and hopefully your ex will spare you too. No one needs to know, and no one really wants to. Never share how many people you slept with. Unless you feel you're at risk for some kind of disease or spreading one, then you better get tested for STDs and anything else before you sleep with anyone new. It's a crime, and I'm going to say that again, it's a crime to knowingly have an STD or AIDS and not tell someone about it, or worse, give it to them without their knowledge. That is a crime, and you can go to jail for that. So wise up and get tested and know if you're at risk or not. Always play it safe. In between relationships, go get tested. There's kits they could send you in the mail, and then you do the stuff and you send it back and they send you the results. Get tested 3 times. Don't take one test results as the end-all be-all. Do a second and then do a third. Get tested 3 times, at least once a year, twice a year, every couple years. When you're safe, comfortable, and the time is right, sure, it's all right to have sex. Just follow the guidelines inside my book, Laws of the Bedroom, What Women Want Inside and Outside of the Bedroom, and my other book. It's a romance erotica book, Fantasy Boyfriend. Guys, check it out. Ladies, check it out. Both of those books, they're all you need. There are plenty of tips and ideas and concepts and experiences. So many people have told me, and I've had women tell me, Bart, I never knew those things were possible. I've never even heard of those positions. How did you come across them? And how did you... I've never had that happen to me before. Guys and ladies, this is some stuff that seriously you've never heard before. No. And like I said, there's plenty of tips and ideas in those books that literally will blow your minds away all weekend long and for years to come. Practice safe sex. Granted, you can't put a condom on the heart to protect your feelings and emotions during and after having sex, so still be careful. Better to abstain if you think you won't see this person again than to go ahead and have sex. Don't risk it. Besides, you're always a little on guard when you know you won't see this person again. So just imagine you had sex because all the sexual acts do become memories in your mind. The difference, if you think about it and don't do it, you don't have it on your conscience for having sex with someone you might not be having or building a long-term relationship with. Sex is an activity that really exposes people right down to the flesh of their skin from head to toe. So we got to be safe. We have to use whatever protection we can to fit the situation. Talk it out. Split the cost. Take responsibility for any consequences that should happen. And you know what I'm talking about. Sex is like fire. It can keep you warm or it can burn you. And burns, scars, they can last a lifetime. Be careful. Whether you have good, bad, or great sex, the sex can get better the longer you stay together and spend time having sex with just each other. One-night stands, as exciting as it sounds, doesn't provide the type of deep, meaningful, passionate sex you can have with the person you're in love with or whom you're falling in love with. You know, going forward, why don't you equate and relate and combine and unite the words sex and love together. Don't have sex unless you're in love. Don't have sex unless you love someone. Don't have sex without love. All that time you spend together, getting to know each other's likes and favorites in the bedroom, generally leads to a deeper bond of love and companionship that is almost unbreakable. Isn't that what you want? Then you know what to do. Hey, avoid people who are crazy or selfish with their sexual desires. If someone asks if it's okay if you both try something you've never done before, and if you say, not this time, or no, I'm not comfortable with that, and their response is crazy or irrational or selfish, look out. They're crazy and or selfish and possibly need to be tossed out with tomorrow's trash. Hey, sex and crazies, they go hand in hand. They come around every now and then. But the bedroom is no place to be forcing you to do things against your morals or what you're comfortable with or what feels right to you. Toss those people to the curb. Never let anyone make you do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. Never have sex if you're not ready. Never have sex because someone needs to get their rocks off and you don't feel like it right now. If you want to wait, that's your right. Like money. You don't have to give anybody your money if you don't want to. The same goes for your body. You don't have to give your body to anyone you don't want to. End of story. No discussion allowed. Period. Make sure you know as much as you can about the one you're about to go to bed with. Ladies, does he really have a job? Is that really his car? Is he responsible? Guys, is she crazy? If something were to happen and the lady got pregnant, ladies, would this be the man you'd want to spend time with or claim to be the father of your child? If no, then you should not be having sex with him. Guys, if she's bat crazy, don't have sex with her. No, don't get near her. No, 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 no. And this just goes both ways because there's both crazy men and women out there. Bat, crazy, loony. No, stay away from me. Get away. Go seek your help somewhere else, but I am not paid to be your therapist. Whoa, look out. Guys, if this were to happen to you and you were to get a woman pregnant, would you be willing to stick around and help her raise the baby? In so many cases, men don't. Ladies, why are you sleeping with him? Hopefully you both are financially responsible adults who have incomes to support a potential family and the like. Having sex on the first date, only to have an unplanned pregnancy, could really put a damper on that getting to know you process. Just imagine, you only met last week and started having sex days soon after you met. Everything was all right until week number 2, and she forgot to take her pill, or that condom broke. It can happen, folks. Just be sure you know who you're sleeping with. Is this person someone you wouldn't mind sharing your life with if something happened from your activities in bed? Then, hey, no problem if the answer is yes. Or no way. Then there's a problem. Think before you act. It takes seconds to say no and go about your day. Make a mistake, and that could change the course of your life if you didn't plan it or want it, because it ain't going to go away. In fact, every time I talk to a friend of mine, I'm reminded that she has a daughter who did not listen to her parents. We do not approve of this boy you're dating. We want you to, leave him. Well, and she was about 17. Well, she got pregnant. Do you know what that did? It tied my friend and her husband to this other family for life. The daughter made the rebellious mistake of sleeping with the enemy. And I just say it like that. You know what I'm talking about. This boy was just from a family that was just loony, crazy. And now her daughter got pregnant, had a baby. There were custody battles. There were lawsuits. There was lawyers. There was money, expenses. What a big mess. Because the daughter didn't do what was right. And the parents, where were they, and did they not provide the right messages, etc.? Well, after you turn 16, 17, 18, those kids are pretty much on their own with what they're going to do because, they're starting to get rebellious, But it doesn't matter. The point is, don't get involved having sex, having an accident, getting pregnant or getting someone pregnant, and you've not even spent time getting to know this person. Because it isn't until the 3rd month or the 6th or the 10th or the 12th, 1 year or 2 per se, where you get to know and find out how crazy they are or how responsible they are, what a good catch they are. You just never know. And guys, this is my message to you. Don't release the rocket fuel inside her space station. Not until you guys are married or, you've been dating for 5-10 years. I'm just kidding. The point is, we hear it all the time. Men release the life juice inside her. They're not married. She gets pregnant, and he takes off and leaves her. Guys, and it's horrible for both sides, having the financial responsibility and you're not married, or you've got a kid, you got to raise it, your life changes. I'm telling you, sex should be only exercised, an activity that is done within the confines of 2 people who are dedicated to each other in a committed, monogamous relationship that they could each say to themselves, you know what? If something happened, I wouldn't mind spending my life with you. You're pretty cool. So, ladies, keep your eye out for that gentleman. Keep your eye out for that prize of a man who's got his SHIT together. And guys, Get your SHIT together. Get yourself financially stable. Get your life in order. Find yourself a really fantastic woman. And ladies, pursue becoming that excellent and that fine quality woman that a man wants to make love to. Hey, I hope you got a lot of information and ideas out of this section on sex. A lot of men and women out there, they're getting hurt and they're doing it wrong. These are just my points, my thoughts. Again, I hope they've helped. Come on, let's continue to the next audio section in this series for Find the One for Me, Part 4, Hanging Out with the One for You. We're going to talk about the magic rule for kissing on the first date. We're getting into the physical stuff now, aren't we? All right, cool. Come on, let's check it out.